And now the day is near. I don't know the rest of that song, of which I'm certain.
I believe that rhyme, that couplet is
The final curtain. Yeah, so I face that final curtain. I did it my... Well, anyway, welcome to Snark Marks, everybody. We are a very funny podcast out of the Central Valley of California. I'm Andrew. That's Dusty.
Hey.
This is the last one.
Hey. It's a mournful hey.
It is the fucking last Snark Marks episode. I'm no longer going to have a fucking podcast when I say what the name of the podcast is. I get a blank stare like I showed a goat a card trick.
Yeah, that's
Snark Marks. Huh? I've never heard somebody go, you know what? That's a great name for your podcast, Andrew.
Well, because the only wrestling people you really know are me and our friends Michael and Erica, and they already know the name of the podcast.
And they've never one time supported this podcast. I'm calling them out publicly. Yeah, we're gonna be a wrestling podcast again after this. I'm looking forward to talking wrestling. I'm gonna miss the general, shooting the breeze with my pal D-Man.
Yeah. I don't think that for anybody that listens now, there will probably be some shooting still happening. It will be a
I'm gonna
mostly wrestling
kill myself listening to so much Dusty to wrestling.
A mostly wrestling podcast, but I'm still covering Taco Bell items. I'm on the beat, the independent beat for the food items.
Yeah, we can't. No matter what we do, we can't stop talking about fast food.
No, it's such a pivotal part of the show. It's some people's favorite part, the only part they like.
I've heard that from so many people. You guys should just do a fast food show. No, Dusty will die, and so will I.
Yeah, it won't be good for anybody. I'll get yelled at more, which, as we know, is a fear of mine from doctor authority types.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
I'll fucking start yelling at him. But anyway, we did
no,
it our
Doc.
way.
Doc, you don't understand. New Saucy Nugs were released. I got to get my ears to the ground on Saucy Nugs.
We're ranking biscuits, Doc.
You just Turns out they're all tied for first.
You just have to find a doctor that listens to the show.
Yeah, it's a Dr. Nick situation. I need a guy to write off on it.
You can eat all the biscuits you want. Just keep being funny. So Dusty, I went to Jollibee today.
Really? You did it?
I did it.
Now is this? I don't remember because I'm a bad
This is
friend.
second Jollibee.
Okay, this is a second Jollibee. Do you remember what you got on the first Jollibee?
Same thing, I think. Okay. I got a chicken sandwich both times. I thought about getting the fried chicken. A little pricey.
Right, for a man on a budget like yourself.
Yeah. So I went with chicken sandy.
Okay.
With the sandwich, you get a side and a pie.
Oh, damn.
I thought the lady said a side and a fry. And I went, what? So I was like, oh, and she was like, yeah, you could have fries or you can have blah, blah, blah. I said, wait. No, didn't you say that I get a side and a fry? And she goes, no, you get a side and a pie. And I said, a pie? She said, yeah, we got pie. So I went with French fries, had to try the fries.
Right.
And I got a mango peach pie.
Ooh, what were the other available pie options?
The other one was something I don't know what it is. Hold on. It was a weird name, like uvula, or it was like an orifice pie.
Yeah.
Menu sides. We'll click on sides, see if that's what we're working with. I'll bring this up on the old camera here. Why do I hate it when I want to look at a menu and it just makes me look at the location, bro. How different is your menu from place to place? Okay. I hate them.
Never going back.
There's the spaghetti, by the way.
Yeah, look. They could swear to me up and down. And if there were a Jollibee near me, I'm sure I'd break down at some point and give it a shot. But that spaghetti looks disgusting to me.
Ube pie. UBE. I don't know what ube is. It's purple, apparently.
That's ground up grimaces they found in the wild.
Excuse me, what is ube? It's purple.
Yeah. You're familiar with purple drink?
It's a purple yam. Oh, fuck.
Okay.
I'm so glad I didn't get ube.
So that's like a savory pie, is what it seems like.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is a Filipino joint.
Yeah.
So I went peach mango. They're very similar to McDonald's pies. The pie was fine.
Okay.
Pie was fine.
How
chicken sandwich?
The chicken sandwich.
Oh boy, Dusty. This is an industry leading chicken sandwich. This is a phenomenal chicken sandwich.
You're saying it's a contender. We've got a contender.
I got a tender contender. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, Snark Marks, everybody.
Yeah, that's the last thing said on this podcast. I got the original chicken sandwich, which is a crispy, juicy, hand-breaded chicken breast fillet spread with umami mayo and served on a toasted brioche bun.
I mean, I like all of those things.
That
great.
Mayo, dude, does a lot of work. I mean, the chicken itself is very tasty. Very tasty. Mm-hmm. Mayo's fantastic. And I'm sure for the treatsmen, they do have a spicy.
I was gonna ask. You knew what I was gonna ask.
I know my Dusty. But it looks like the spicy. The difference with the spicy is sriracha mayo, and you got jalapenos on there. I don't know if the chicken's any different.
I don't like a jalapeno as my spice element. I like a fillet that has been spiced.
Yeah, you like the spicy breading, right?
Yeah, because the jalapeno, your spice level can vary wildly. It's a real crapshoot, depending on the type of. Unless these guys have got it down to a science, so who knows? I'm not upset at that Aloha chicken sandwich. That looks
like it's got a pineapple on it. That is Aloha chicken sandwich is crispy, juicy, hand-breaded chicken breast fillet with a grilled pineapple ring, crispy bacon, fresh lettuce, and melty cheese spread with Aloha dressing and served on a toasted brioche bun.
I'm a little concerned about the Aloha dressing. That's a wild card.
You know what, dude? I trust them.
I bet it's Thousand Island. After what I had
to. Oh, also their fries was like a mixture between it was like halfway between a Jack in the Box fry and a McDonald's fry.
And you're a big fryman. That's your big. Yeah.
It's a pretty good fry. It's a pretty good fry. It was like better than A&W.
Okay.
It's like an elevated A&W fry.
Here's the thing about A&W, which I'll ride for till the day I die. Their ranch is unmatched in the marketplace. It's an elevation. So
get down. All right, he listened to me.
You're talking to your hostage off camera?
Yeah, dude. He's got a mouse with a fucking dagger to its throat. I'll fucking do it right here on top of your. He's I'm on your clean shirts.
Yeah. Their ranch. I've yet to meet its equal.
Well, I can tell you what doesn't match it, Dusty. Carl's Jr.'s ranch.
I'm going to let you speak your piece.
Yeah.
But I'm hurt. So go ahead.
I had Carl's Jr. tenders.
Mm-hmm.
And they were awful. Awful, awful, awful.
I seem to recall them being good.
I don't know, man. They've lost the plot. And I think that's why places like Jollibee are really separating themselves, is because they still care. Like, I ate this and I was like, no.
Right. Once you're the champ, it's hard to get up at 5 a.m., you know?
Yeah, you can't. You don't want to get up and make good tendies and silk sheets, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the ranch, I wouldn't have even been able to identify it as ranch. I would have just been like, whatever that is spoiled. It's awful. It's vile. It's an affront to God. It's the worst thing I've ever had.
Did it come in a little container, or did it come in a ramekin?
It's the container, man. It's the container ranch. Once again, it's always the container ranch.
I've never. I'll again another definitive statement. I've never encountered a container ranch that's any good.
No,
They're
no.
all
The
bad.
the only one I can't even remember. I remember. I don't remember hating the Rally's Ranch. That's all I'm gonna say. And it comes in a container. But
But Rally's is Carl's Jr., if I remember right. They're
no,
kissing
Rally's is
cousins.
Checkers. Carl's Jr.
Ah,
is Hardee's.
that's
Yeah,
right. Okay. No.
Rally's has the super seasoned fries. The
Yeah. Working in Porterville, one of the only silver linings aside from friendship with you was
Thank you. I appreciate
knowing
that.
that there was a Rally's nearby.
Yeah, Rally's is pretty good. They had a big chicken box. I used to $5 chicken box that my friend and I would just smoke a bunch of weed and get the chicken box and play MLB The Show for like 9 hours.
Hell yeah.
With
I had not a fast food encounter, but I had a novelty food encounter.
okay,
Went to the gas station the other day. Needed some gas station snacks, accoutrement.
okay.
And I don't know if you have like a thing that you go to in the gas station, like if you have a go-to gas station snack, but I want big pepperoni stick. That's
Oh,
the
so you're talking about that type of snack? Mine is
yeah.
red chili burrito.
Oh yeah, if they have a jalapeno corn dog, I'll fuck that up too.
Yeah,
But the big pepperoni stick is like
I've never
the
had the
go-to,
pepperoni stick. I've never. I got to look this up.
like a beef jerky, like just a big beef jerky, you
Oh,
know.
I was
But like a
expecting
quality one. No, not like a pepperoni pizza pepperoni stick.
I was
Although
like a
patent
stick
pending, all
pizza.
you fuckers.
Yeah, don't
Don't.
fucking take that, you
Yeah,
bitch.
that's for us. And while I was in there, I become very fond
You're talking
of
about like
the
this?
yeah, but it's like in its own container. It's kind
Those guys?
no, that's Jack Link's. Those are okay. I don't remember the brand. I just know the packaging.
A deli meat.
Yeah, an assorted deli meats. But I become very fond of the cream soda Dr. Pepper. It's fucking a marriage of two heavenly
So it's Dr.
flavors
Pepper
together.
and cream soda. It's not just
Yeah,
Dr. Pepper. Okay.
so
Okay.
it's cream soda Dr. Pepper, right? And I saw that they had a wild cherry cream soda, wild cherry Pepsi cream soda, and I was like, well,
Wild cherry Pepsi cream. That's too many things.
what are we doing? So I had to grab one of those, but I am unfortunately going to have to tell you, affront to God. This is a Dr. Ian Malcolm. They spent so much time thinking that they whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should. Tastes awful. It's fucking gross. And I was so mad that I spent my money on it when I could have just got what I already know is a tried and true old friend, you know.
Yeah, I mean it always sucks when you misstep on the treat. I've been accidentally ordering spicy food lately and it just ruins the whole thing.
Right. If you could only
Um
send that food to me quickly, then
yeah.
we'd all be happy, you know.
So this is
Yeah,
this is what you're talking about.
yeah, I got the 20 ounce, but it's wild cherry cream soda. And I was like, well, wild cherry Pepsi, at least for me, is the undisputed king of novelty soda flavors, of like egregious soda flavors. Once you get into outside of your just regular Pepsis and Cokes, right? And cream
Yeah,
soda, I also enjoy. It's very good. This, I don't know if the ratio's off or if those are just two flavors that don't mingle together. I threw it away. I drank like 4 drinks of it and I was like, I can't even finish this. And I finish sodas. I'm not leaving anything on the board.
yeah, that's so much. It's just so much, dude. It's a lot. It's like back in the day, people, you remember Superburger? People used to go to Superburger in Porterville and get cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper. That was a big thing to get.
Yeah,
Um,
we know
and
a person. We have a former coworker
oh, really?
mutually that used to get that all the time. Yeah,
Yeah, and
but
I would just go get cherry Pepsi
right.
back when I was a soda guy, and people would get the cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper, and I'm like, listen, what is Dr. Pepper's? What 32 flavors? What does it say?
It
24
has
flavors?
24 flavors or something like that.
And then we're adding two, the cherry and the vanilla. I think it's already got cherry in there. I don't know why we need to do this.
It probably does have some cherry in there. I think it's because you can get the cherry. I mean, the cherry flavoring is a different beast than the bottled cherry soda.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like the cherry syrup is the superior way to do it. But yeah, I was just like, there's only this soda and one of the Mountain Dews, like Black Light Mountain Dew that I tried because it was on a WWE event, and I was like,
Black
well,
Light Mountain
I got
Dew.
to see what's going on with this.
This one tastes like Macho Man.
Yeah. This one tastes like you're at the Sportatorium and all the Von Erichs are alive still. What a sweet flavor that is. It was bad, and I will not be returning to that as a flavor combination.
There's Dr. Pepper Blackberry too.
Yeah, I hear good things. I
Really?
don't think I hear good things. I'm not
Okay.
interested. I don't think.
Okay.
Um,
$27 for 2 24-packs on eBay.
oh shit. What a time.
What a time to be alive.
I also have do you want if you want
$27
to
for one what? Look at this. Hold on.
hold
Oh,
on.
that's each. So it's $27 for oh yeah, it is 2 12-packs.
Okay. God damn.
$27.
$27. In this economy?
This is wild. This guy's got 100% feedback.
There's a is there a BlackBerry tariff that I'm
Oh, this guy
that
just
I'm
sells
unaware?
soda on eBay. 23
Oh yeah, that was
flavors, by the way. Dr. Pepper.
that was a thing. You could get Surge that had been in some dude's garage for like
know.
9 years or something. Like I doubt I doubt for many reasons it's gonna do what you think it's gonna do.
I shook it up. It sounds liquid in there still.
Yeah, it's not gonna rebottle your childhood playing Siphon Filter at 2 a.m. like I was when I was drinking Surge.
It's been powering my house for 23 years.
They've actually roped it off. It's a government site now.
I'll send it with some gloves. You open the gloves first.
Yeah,
Use the gloves to handle the Surge.
They said the nuclear half-life is 50 years, so for your great grandkids,
we made it half there. So
yeah,
that's what that means.
I also had a customer service experience I'd like to share.
Well,
with
those
you.
are always good. How's Dan doing?
He's still out there. He's doing his thing.
Hi, my name's Dan. No, it's not. Your name's not Dan.
Yeah.
It's not.
We have an electric lawnmower because I'm a homeowner and I gotta, do lawnmower.
You didn't have to say
stuff.
"ner."
Yeah, they don't sell the gas ones. What am I supposed to do?
Do they not?
They're not selling them anymore. And it was
What does it sound like? My throat's gone. Is it like a wee?
Kind of a wee, yeah. But
my dad would chop it by hand before he used an electric lawnmower.
Well, and I have like the Craftsman, the blower and the weed eater, and all the batteries are interchangeable. So it's like, well, if we get an electric lawnmower, now we just got more batteries.
It's probably dope. Does it work?
Right. Well, here was the problem. Stopped working.
Never mind. Probably not dope.
So I went to mow the.
My dad still got the freaking his lawnmower that Henry Ford himself made. The Wright brothers changed his oil one time, and it still works.
And he still laughs whenever he buys 2-stroke oil for it. But
I only need one.
Yeah. So we look it up, and the warranty's still good because I went to mow the lawn. I'm like messing with it. The batteries are charged. It won't turn over. It's doing that thing where it sounds like it'll spark and then it just won't go. It's like,
listen, we're saying things like turnover and spark. This is an electric lawnmower.
Yeah.
There ain't a spark to be had in there, dog. You're looking for a spark plug. You're like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it's out of gas.
Yeah. I'm just, is this even a lawnmower? No, it goes to my grill. God damn it.
Oh man, it's a calculator.
Yeah, I tried to put propane in it. But the warranty's still good. So I'm like, hell yeah. So I pack it all up and I take it to the Ace Hardware we bought it from. And I'm like, hey, what do I do in regards to like returning this? Because it doesn't work. And they're like, oh, is it under warranty? So I give them the warranty stuff. And they're like, okay. And they like take it And then the guy goes, well, did you bring the batteries and the charger that goes with it? And I was like, no. And he's like, well, we need the batteries and the charger. And I'm like, well, why? It doesn't. I should keep the batteries and charger that work. This part doesn't work. Just give me a new this part. But they don't do that,
Yeah.
right? So,
Mm-hmm.
and it's an old man who's obviously judging me about the fact that I have an electric mower, and he's asking me things about the electric mower that I don't know because I'm not a guy who knows mechanical things, obviously. So he's
He's
like, "How
trying to
much?"
make you feel bad.
Well, he's like, how much use you usually get out of this thing once if it's all fully charged?" And I'm like, I don't know, man. I can mow the whole backyard, so like an hour.
The backyard's full.
Yeah, he's like, okay, and he's like, yeah, yeah. Is it one battery or is it two batteries? And I'm like, well, I have two batteries here, so it's two like, or there's two slots, so it's two 20-volt batteries. And he's like, yeah, yeah, you're probably running like 10 amps each on that. So yeah, and what? And I'm like, I don't care. What do I need to do to get a new lawnmower?
Sir, I don't know or care. I hate you. I hate this lawnmower, but I need a new one, and I don't want to buy a new one, so give me a new one.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right. So I go home, I get the batteries, I get the charger, I bring them back. And the dude, I give them to him, and he's like, this it? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right. And he has the new one already. And they're like, we're just going to swap it out for you. And I thought they were going to repair it. So I was like, this is great news because they're going to just give me a new one.
You're getting a clean one.
Yeah. And so he opens the new lawnmower box and takes the batteries out of that one and puts it in my lawnmower that I brought in and tries to start it. And he's really trying to start it, like to not have to give me this new lawnmower, I guess. And he goes, yeah, mower's busted. I'm like, I know. I know it's busted. Thank you. And he's like, all right, well,
Do you
we'll
take
go
me
ahead.
for a fool?
Yeah. I thought you were just some goofy asshole. Turns out you do know when a mower's broken.
It's that guy again.
Yeah, it's that. He's finally extracting his revenge. And so they but now he can't figure out how to exchange the lawnmower in his system. And so brief sidebar, I have a problem, and I will admit my problem, which is I don't think that things take as long as they normally take. So I will fill my day up with errands that I think I have plenty of time to do. Where I'm like, oh, this should only take 10 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever. It shouldn't be a problem. And I never anticipate there being a problem or it taking me longer to get there or any of those things. I just assume everything will run smooth the entire time. And I had an event that I wanted to go to that started at 1 and I had to drive to go to it. And so, but I started the lawnmower process knowing this at like 10:30, right?
That's ample time to exchange lawnmower.
One would think,
yeah,
that'd be enough, but I didn't anticipate
some kind of moron to not be able to exchange lawnmower.
I did not account for the fact that I had to go back, get the batteries, bring them back, but it's like a little after 12, and I'm like, I'm golden because I can be a little late to this thing. It doesn't matter. This should take like 5 minutes. This dude cannot figure it out, and he's like, well, you bought it online, so I can't do an in-store return. But the online portal won't let me select returning it. And I'm like, dude, I don't need all of this information. I just like do the lawnmower. Just exchange it. Or tell me you can't exchange it and I'll come back a different day. But I don't need all the things that you need to do on your side and why it's not working. That doesn't because I can't help you with that at all. So he's like, I got to go ahead and I got to get my manager up here. And I'm like, okay. So the manager comes up and he tries doing all the stuff. And he's like, yeah. It won't, it's been a couple years, but the warranty is still good, but it won't just let me do a return. I'm like, I don't care. I don't work here.
Just give me that one. I fucking hate you guys.
Look, the end result of this
touch me, I dare you.
Yeah. The end result of this is I'm leaving with this lawnmower, right? We've all agreed that the lawnmower I brought in doesn't work. I've satisfied the criteria. You're going to give me this new lawnmower. Can I just leave with this lawnmower now, and you figure out all the back end when I'm not here, because it doesn't need me to be a part of it. And so he's like, I gotta call the Ace Hardware hotline. And I'm like, the hotline on a Sunday? He's like, I gotta go in the office and call. You can come with me. So now I'm in the back office, sitting in a chair while this guy's on the phone with Ace Hardware, talking to them about how to resolve the issue. And he's like, "Oh, okay, I see what it is. I see how we get this going." Meanwhile, the minutes are just ticking away.
Yeah.
And
I
like,
listen, I love you, Dusty. I love when you get inconvenienced in public. Or at least just out in the wild at some point somewhere.
He keeps going, I'm sorry about this, and I keep going, it's not a problem, man. Don't worry about it.
Just fucking fix it.
Yeah, but it is a problem.
Yeah.
And I'm trying not to flip the fuck out, because I know that's not good. That's not great to have that happen. So he's like talking to them, and then he starts doing it. And he's like, see, the problem was I was trying to return it as a Class A return, but what I really needed to do is, I don't fucking care, dude. You're not training me on how to do returns at the Ace Hardware. Give me the lawnmower so I can leave. Because now it's like I get into this other problem where it's a sunk cost fallacy, where I'm like, I've already been here an hour. I need a lawn. I need I need this lawnmower. Yeah. And I know that at the end of whatever this thing is, I will have this new lawnmower unless I leave in frustration, which is on the table. But I so finally he like flips it all around, and he's got it set up, and he does the receipt. And I'm like, okay, great. And he's like, well, we don't really have a receipt because it's an online return. Like I told you, I'm fucking Kevin. We're done.
I hate you.
Yeah.
Did he have? Was his name Kevin?
Yeah, his name was Kevin, and he was very nice, and he was trying to be very accommodating. It was just in that old sort of that old man kind of spinstery way that he told stories or was relaying the information to me. Like, we could just sit in silence, dude. We don't need to talk. I don't need to be updated on every part of this process, because I just want the lawnmower. The rest of this is your deal.
Yeah.
So
I'm very clearly entitled to that new lawnmower.
Right. And guess what? New lawnmower.
Did you make it to your event?
I did. I was late, but I made it still. I didn't leave I didn't leave Fresno until the time that I wanted to be at the event.
Did they at least wait for you to start burning the crosses?
No. I told him not to hold up, Look, I know everybody's got lives. It's Palm Sunday, we've all got stuff to do.
I know it's a release for all you guys.
Yeah. I'm mostly here for the potluck. Jimbo makes a hell of Jimbo makes a hell of a meatball,
Did you, was it in like Exeter or something?
Yeah, it was like a birthday party.
Oh shit.
So it was like everybody had already eaten by the time I got there. So now I'm one guy eating the food, like trying to be like, where's the mayonnaise and the mustard? And like everybody's moved on to the next part of the party. But I called my friend before I went, once I was done, and I was like, look, I'm really sorry. I'm just leaving right now. It's going to be like an hour before I'm there.
Yeah.
Is there like because anytime I get to spend with you is time well spent. But if you have a thing at 3 and I'm not going to get there till 2, maybe we just reschedule the thing, because like I don't want to drive an hour to have to hold you guys up or whatever it turns out to be. But it was fine, and it was like I had a good time once I was there, but I had to take the lawnmower with me to avoid being even later. So it just hung out in the back of my car the entire time.
At least you could show the host. You're like, hey, come here.
Yeah, look at this.
I told you that this is a lawnmower related incident.
And my patience paid off, because the new lawnmower better than the other lawnmower. Couple little new
features.
New features, yeah, that weren't on the one.
There's a little screen on it. You can take selfies.
Well, there's a cover for the battery ports, which the other one didn't have, which makes a ton of sense once you think about it.
That might be what killed that lawnmower.
Yeah, well, I don't know, dude. It was kind of like giving us trouble from the start.
Is there
The original one we bought.
instead of a cigarette lighter, is it lipstick?
The whole time there's a song. There's a guy just chanting, "Do you feel like an actual man while you're mowing?" And guess what? I do. I
Okay.
mowed the lawn.
All
I mowed the lawn on Monday, and then I got to do the very homeowner thing of stand on my porch and look at the lawn that I just mowed and be like, "God damn, pretty good. That's my grass. I
Can
pay for that grass."
what is the female canyonero?
Oh man, I can't think of it.
They got because they
But
got you can buy a canyonero car emblem to put on your car. God damn it! I should that would have been my next Christmas present for
yeah,
you.
Canyonero.
Because they got the girl version. Remember the
Uh
F
huh.
series? That's what it was.
Oh, of course. That is that the one that Marge buys?
I can't remember if it's just the family buys it or just yeah. No, Marge bought it. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
And I think the only difference is the cigarette lighter is a lipstick holder.
Yeah. Well, do they get a different singer? Because I think Hank Williams Jr. sings the Canyonero theme.
Is it Hank? It is Hank Williams
It
Jr.
is
God
him. Yeah,
damn.
yeah, yeah.
There's a tell it like it is version of the song. It's a she blinds everybody with her super high beam. She's a squirrel squashing, deer smacking, driving machine. Canyonero.
Yeah. That's
Anyway,
uh yeah, so that was like that was my big customer service moment for the week. And it just
that's great,
never
man.
it's just never as easy as I hope that it'll be. You know? I
Um, why would it be? They don't want it to be easy for you to turn this stuff in. They don't want you to turn this stuff in. You know how often people forget about warranties and how often I probably have forgotten about warranties in my life. I don't return anything.
yeah, this was like I had thought about buying just an old school push mower in
Hell
instead
yeah,
of
dude.
going through the hassle of having to do the exchange. But I was like, well, that's money that I have to spend. If I get this warranted mower, I don't have to spend any money. So I'm gonna go ahead and select that option. But
You push mower, you're talking about it's got the blades that go this
yeah,
way, and when you push it, the wheels turn the blades, and
yeah,
there's no engine.
yeah.
God
The
damn, that'll put
the
some hair on your chest. The thing that sucks about that is there's not really a bag on those, right? It just shoots the fucking shavings right at your feet.
yeah, it just you sort of mulch the yard, which is kind of what I do now anyway. I don't put the bag on it. I just kind of,
So let it
but
free. You're free bleeding all over the place.
yeah, I'm just look. I'm letting nature do nature. The bag is
All
not a
right.
part of nature's plan. Uh,
That sounds like a Mitch Hedberg line. The bag is not a part of nature's plan.
uh, I heard a Mitch Hedberg joke I hadn't heard in a while the other day. It was I was in a 7-Eleven reading a magazine, and the cashier told me, "Hey, this isn't a library," and I said, "Okay, I will talk louder." uh,
That's the only thing that he changes.
uh,
Um,
uh, Andrew,
yeah,
we talked about one big thing we have to get to
yeah,
today.
yeah. We did.
Well, there's a couple of things we have to talk about. The bass player for Weezer,
Yeah,
Scott Schreiner, I believe is
Scott Schreiner. Yeah,
Scott Schreiner, who was the replacement bassist, I believe, for Matt Sharp, who was originally in the band.
douche name.
Scott
Scott
Schreiner.
Schreiner is a douche name.
He also looks like he's trying real hard. I think he's the guy in Weezer that wears like a cowboy hat in some of the promo
Hell yeah,
video,
dude.
some of the promo pictures and stuff. He's been in the band a very
His
long time.
his first album was Maladroit.
Yeah, which is what 2001,
2.
2002. Okay.
Maladroit's got some
But
bangers.
yeah, Maladroit's not a bad record. It has what is it? Dope Nose. Dope Nose is pretty good.
Is Hash Pipe
Uh,
on there? No, I think Hash Pipe's
no,
on a
that's
different one.
the Green album.
Oh, it's got Keep Fishing.
Yeah,
Keep
and Keep
Fishing's
Fishing.
a really good song.
Yeah, Matt Sharp was the other bass player. Oh, there's a guy named Mikey Welsh who played bass who passed away in 2011, which is a
Was he
bummer.
shot by the police?
No, I don't think so.
When when I
Ooh,
found
drug
out
overdose from Michael Welch.
oh, when I
Yeah.
found out that this is so stupid. When I found out that the bass player for Weezer's wife was shot by the police, I was like, Sting.
Yeah, so we're burying the lead.
Yeah.
Jillian Lauren, the wife of Scott Schreiner, the current bassist of Weezer, was in a shootout with the LAPD
Yeah.
last week, and whenever this news story came across my news feed, I was like, what is the headline I'm reading? It was like Weezer's bassist wife shot by LAPD, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Uh yeah, she was in according to the LA Times, a bizarre chain of events that culminated with the best-selling author being shot by police and allegations that she tried to murder an LAPD officer.
This is so stupid.
So
It's all right. I'll tell you what I heard of the thing, and you can tell me if I'm right about what
okay,
happened in this
go
story.
ahead. I'll fact check you in real time, even though we don't do that anymore. Go ahead.
There's a police chase happening. The cops are chasing an individual, right? And then the individual is running, and he runs into the vicinity of Miss Lauren's house, and he goes he's jumping backyards or something like that, and she walks outside with her gun. The cops run up and are like, "Hey, lady, put your gun away, stupid." And then she points her gun at the cops, gets shot in the shoulder, runs inside, packs a bag, and then walks back outside and gets apprehended by the police. Is that what happened?
Yes, essentially with a couple details missing. So the inciting incident is that three suspects were fleeing a hit and run on the freeway in LA.
Okay.
So that's initially how the foot chase started. But the manhunt led officers to the back of a residence near where Lauren and Schreiner live. Then officers said they saw Lauren standing in the backyard of her neighboring property with a handgun drawn. Uh, and she pointed her gun at the cops and repeatedly ignored commands to drop her weapon and open fire. So, like you said, she got shot in the shoulder and fled to her home. And then, whenever she left, she was transported to the hospital uh, with a shoulder injury. So, uh, they determined. See, whenever I first heard it, I thought she was in the car that was in the hit and run, and it just ended up near her house.
Yeah. No, she
But
just walked outside with a fucking gun in
which
her
is even
hand.
crazier. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
all crazy anyway. But yeah, after the shooting, police determined Lauren was a resident in the home and unrelated to the hit and run. And then, did you hear that they found the suspected hit and run driver? He was found in a nearby backpack, or in a nearby backyard, just in his boxers.
Yeah, I forgot to
Yeah,
mention that part. They said that the article, the initial article that I read, was that he when he got towards the houses, he took off most of his clothes so he wouldn't stick out. So they
right.
so,
The,
they're not gonna just tackle the almost naked guy running
right.
away from their
It's
police
totally
chase.
normal. We're looking for oh man, we were looking for a guy in clothes. Can't be this guy.
I just don't understand why have there been there's no new developments on this.
Well, she hasn't given a statement because that's really what you want is like, why did you do the things that you started doing?
Why did you
Why?
point your gun at the cops?
Yeah. But as of Thursday, charges have not been filed against her. She posted $1 million bail because she's a famous author, I guess. From what this article says, there's in California, The attempted murder of a peace officer without premeditation is punishable by 5, 7, or 9 years in prison. Uh, use of a firearm can lead to an enhanced sentence. So
Okay,
then,
so listen to this.
okay,
Somebody who is Hilton. It's Perez Hilton. Ugh. But so Perez Hilton said, "I just found out something that totally changes things. If what is allegedly today is true, a neighbor says that they were a witness to the moment with the police, and that Jillian, the wife of the bassist, could not visually see the police officers, and that she believed that this man escaped the hit and run and was the subject of a manhunt in her backyard. So she was working under the assumption there was an intruder on her property. It was self-defense." We got to find out why she pointed her gun, if she pointed her gun.
right,
I hope there's body cam.
yeah,
Because listen, I'm not the biggest cop hater in the world. I'm definitely not an ACAB guy. I'm definitely not a defund the police guy. I definitely think, particularly the LAPD, every once in a while they make a mistake.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Well,
There's a
or there's
historic,
bad guys. You know.
yeah.
I did find
Yeah,
out
that's
only the 10th time this year that the LAPD has shot somebody. So
that's versus what the what's the mean or the median, you know?
listen, dude.
Yeah,
If I asked you, I said, "Hey, Dusty, it's April. How many people do you think have been shot by the LAPD?"
yeah. I guess I'd probably
I think we're
go with
going
a
over
higher.
10
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be honest.
But
So
I don't know that I can trust your data because I know that Blue Lives Matter decals on the back of your car.
I hide it.
So,
I hide it every time. It's a flag in my apartment, and I hide it.
uh,
No,
yeah,
I've had a few
that's
run-ins with the police in my life.
an interesting thing to have as an extra piece to it. But like, why wouldn't she say that if that were the thing? Unless they're building their defense or whatever, you know? Like,
Oh,
uh,
there's recent personal challenges with Lauren.
this I do not know. This is not in the
Uh,
LA article,
when
so
asked if Lauren's health or recent personal challenges may have influenced her action, Hilton was cautious. You know, that would only be speculation. And as we know, Perez Hilton, not a speculator.
yeah, a shining light of journalistic integrity, Perez Hilton.
He said she did spend some time recently with the Duck Dynasty family. Ooh. And they went hunting, and that's totally fine. You know, if she's legally able to have a gun and protect herself, that's great. But it's good to hear from her husband that she seems to be doing better. It was not a serious injury, and Weezer will be going ahead with their Coachella performance as planned.
Yeah, that was the other thing I wanted to get to here. Schreiner was asked about his wife's injury and arrest in an encounter with media outside his home Thursday. Not cool. He's walking his dog, and they're like, "How's your wife?" And they're like, "I
Dude,
hate
I
that.
hate paparazzi.
I hate that shit."
All these fucking losers who put cameras in celebrities' faces. That should be just take them to jail. Like,
Yeah,
and
that's
I don't even care. I don't even care about the Constitution. Like in that respect, if you are a paparazzi, just take them straight to jail. We don't need them.
right. Yeah. I don't understand
Leave Bieber alone.
yeah. That's it's wild. You know, but he said she's all right. Thanks for asking. See you at Coachella. Which is I know that he's just
He's
living
got to
his
get the
life or
plug in.
whatever, but that's a weird thing to add at the end of your the question about your wife who was in a standoff with the police. So
It says the spokesperson for the LAPD says that they have video footage showing she repeatedly ignored police commands to disarm and that she fired her weapon at LAPD officers.
that's rough. That's gonna be rough.
They got a counter statement from Jillian Lauren saying, "Whoa."
You know, that's a it's not a great look if that's
No,
true.
that sucks.
So she wrote a memoir called "Everything You Ever Wanted" about her struggles with infertility and her journey to womanhood or to motherhood. And then she also published "Behold the Monster: Facing America's Most Prolific Serial Killer," based on interviews with serial killer Samuel Little. But I haven't heard of either of those things. But she's clearly, you know, like a pretty published
Goddamn, he confessed to committing 93 murders. Samuel Little. It's a
Yeah,
prolific man.
that's I haven't heard of him, but that's a. I was like, I don't know who she is, but she had a Wikipedia. So, but the other part of this, not that I need to get to, is Weezer did in fact play Coachella last weekend.
Hell yeah.
So I had the set list for the Coachella lineup from
Yeah.
Weezer. 10 songs. If you paid the money to go see Weezer at Coachella, are you satisfied with 10 songs?
It depends on a few things.
Okay.
Because they weren't headliners, were they?
No, I don't believe so.
Yeah, so not a lot of those like under the small names, meaning physically small on the poster, they don't get a lot of time. So 10 songs hopefully means they're not fucking around a bunch.
Right. There's not a lot of in between.
Weezer can put together a 10 song, just play the Blue Album, you assholes, and then play Keep Fishing, and for me specifically, um, and Pink Triangle, and let's go home. Let's go home early. You know.
Right. You're definitely not getting Pink Triangle, I don't think. Unfortunately, because that's a song I
I
love.
thought Pink Triangle was like one of their like they always play that live, but I guess on a 10 song set. So all right, let's see if I can guess the 10 songs.
That's where I was going. I was trying to find where Weezer is on the poster for Coachella, but I don't even see their name on here. So I'm trying to figure out where they fit in. Are they higher or lower than Jimmy Eat World on this poster?
They're a bigger band than Jimmy Eat World.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know that they're a better band than Jimmy Eat World, but they're a man. Jacob's gonna be pissed at me for saying that.
I'm losing.
I
Like
think I found the poster.
they can't be the small print unless they filled in for somebody and they weren't originally announced.
Yeah, there's a chance. But yeah, so let's see how many of these guys I can name. What day did they play Coachella?
Oh, this is weekend 2. They might have only played weekend 1. I don't know. Let's see. Um, Saturday, April 12th, they played.
So that's the Charlie XCX day, Green Day, Jimmy 8 World, Yo Gabba Gabba. Yeah, they're not on here. So
Okay,
maybe
they must have
they were
maybe
a late ad or something like that.
yeah maybe they were.
Unless Weezer and the Misfits or something.
So I have the set list.
All right.
What I'm gonna help you out a little bit. We're talking a lot
Let
of early.
let me start.
Okay,
Let me just go. Yeah, Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills is on there.
Yeah, they have to play Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Undone, the Sweater Song.
Undone, the 4th song in the set.
Okay. My Name is Jonas.
First song, great opener. That's
I had a feeling they probably opened with that one. Only in Dreams.
Did not play Only in Dreams.
Wow, that's surprising because that's like a big, like powerful live song for them.
That would have been that probably for me is what I would put as a closer. Like you could do the big wall of sound thing at the end, and then your set's done.
If they ask me like, hey, you get to see Weezer play one song, I'm picking Only in Dreams. Okay. Hash Pipe.
Hash Pipe, the 2nd song.
Okay. Not Surf Wax America. What the heck is that song? Island in the Sun.
Island in the Sun is on there.
So that's 5.
Yep.
Perfect Situation.
Perfect Situation. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Not exactly a deep cut. It's a pretty big hit, but I don't think it would have came to my mind
this probably isn't on there, but in that vein, and I know
Mhm.
they like playing this song live, Pork and Beans.
Pork and Beans is on there.
Okay, so we're at 7.
Yep.
I'm trying to think if there's another Blue Album song that they would have played. I mean, I'd love to hear In the Garage, but I doubt they played that.
Not on there. There are 2 hits on the Blue Album, and there's 1 Blue Album deep cut.
One. So the rest of the songs are Blue Album songs?
There's 3 left from the Blue Album. There's 1 from Pinkerton, and there's a cover. And it's not the cover you think
they
it
played
is.
more than 10.
This says 10, but yeah, if that's the case.
Because I think I'm at 7. It's Not Africa.
Oh, they played 12. I don't know why this thing said 10.
It's Africa.
It's not Africa.
Holy shit. Is it a cover that they're known to play?
It was on their covers album.
Okay, yeah. I at one point I knew what songs that they played on that album, but there's no way I guess what the cover is. You said that there's 2 Blue Album songs and a Pinkerton song, or 3 Blue Album songs and a Pinkerton song?
3 Blue Album songs.
Surf Wax America?
Surf Wax America is on there, which I know is a favorite of yours and a great
I love
song,
that song.
So.
I love that song.
We're talking hits, dog. 2 Blue Albums.
Oh, Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly is played. Yes.
Oh, Say It Ain't So.
Say It Ain't So. It's also played.
So I've got 1 Pinkerton song.
You get 1 Pinkerton in the cover. And
I'm not going to get the cover.
I'm going to disqualify the cover because that would be really tough.
What is the cover? What did they play?
Enter Sandman.
Oh shit! Oh man! I had like, it's probably some like Metallica song or something. Yeah. Pinkerton. This one's gonna bother me. It's not Pink Triangle, which it really should be Pink Triangle. Oh, what's that song? God, I gotta get Pink Triangle out of my head. The one about the Across the Sea.
It is not Across the Sea, although that would be a great guess.
Okay, I'm gonna be really annoyed when I don't get this song.
I'm gonna give you 3 more guesses if you want them.
Yeah, and it's probably gonna be the next Pinkerton song I remember, but I don't know if I'm gonna off the top of my head be able to get another Pinkerton song on there. Fucking Get You.
No. But good guess.
Would be sick.
Would be cool. Pretty dope.
Is it an obvious one? Like, should I get it? Will I be mad?
I think so. It's not like the most famous song in my mind off of that album. I think Pink Triangle, Across the Sea, and one that I'm thinking of are more famous, but it's a pretty big song. You'll know it like immediately.
Tired of Sex?
Not Tired of Sex.
That's on Pinkerton, right?
That is, yeah. That's the opening song.
Great song. It's a great song.
Yeah.
Last one. My Jacob is screaming at his phone right now. I'm really annoyed that I don't remember more that I'm blanking on more Pinkerton songs.
I'd love to hear Jacob tell us his guess after he listens to this.
Yeah,
to see if he got it.
What is it? I give up.
It is The Good Life.
Oh shit, that's a great song. I would
have thought El Scorcho, but 'tis The Good Life.
Is El Scorcho's on Pinkerton?
Yep,
it is. Holy shit!
I know
Pinkerton would have been a way better. I mean, El Scorcho would have been way better. The Good Life's a good song, but
yeah, that's what I meant. Is it's not like, or even Butterfly, which is like a devastating closing song for Pinkerton. But I think I really like your idea of Across the Sea. Although I don't know that Rivers can sing Across the Sea these days.
I think they do still play it live.
That's an interesting look inside of his mind.
It is. He really is really infatuated. At least she was 18.
Yeah, that's but I'd love to see. Did you know? I didn't know this for years. In El Scorcho, the lyrics are watching New Jack put grunge through a
Grunge
press
through
table,
through a press
which
table. Yeah.
which is EC. He was watching ECW.
Yeah, and but he's not. He wasn't like a fan. He saw it on like, he
He
saw
saw
it on.
like
I
a
think,
blurb.
I think it's like a magazine that he
Yeah,
saw it
like a
in.
magazine blurb of it, and he just thought that was such a weird phrase.
By the way,
Uh
did you see the Johnny Grunge? I think it was John. No, it wasn't Johnny Grunge. It was
oh.
okay. So God damn it!
Oh, we can bring the most beloved bit of the of the podcast back. Is
the
it the Public Enemy or is it the Nasty Boys?
the Nasty Boys are
Mickey
Brian
Free,
Knobs and Jerry Sags,
yes.
and the Public Enemy is Johnny Grunge and Rocco Rock.
Rocco
Yes, dude.
Rock,
I
look at
didn't
you,
never
dude.
lost his fastball. Either Knobs or Sags
It's
had a really
Knobs.
bad N-word video.
Oh no, I hadn't seen that.
It's the one with the blonde mullet.
That's Knobs, so I was still
Yeah,
right. But
Knobs. He had a really bad N-word video.
he recently had like diabetes related medical issue, and he put out a video thanking his fans. I thought that's what you were talking about. I'm not sure I've
No,
heard.
way different, bro.
Yeah. Couldn't have been more left turn than that. Well, I mean,
He's
he is really good friends with Hulk Hogan. So, and a guy
he
that
was
was,
talking about Hulk Hogan when he said it.
and he was in a tag team called the Nasty Boys. So I'd hate to be surprised, but it's not shocking to me that that's the case.
And he was talking about New Jack. But then he said it like 12 times in a row. Like a like he put a bump stock on his mouth.
That's interesting because I don't know where Knobs would have ran into New Jack. I can imagine it being one of the Public Enemy guys.
There's like a article on here that's like Knobs versus New Jack or something. Anyway, I did better at the
Nasty
the set
Boys
list.
public. Yeah,
Well,
no,
and
you
I did
nailed
better
the. What is that? 10 of 12, and one of
10
them's
out of
kind
12.
of one of them's kind of disqualified anyway.
Yeah.
Because like that cover would have been tough. I'm surprised they didn't play Africa. I'm glad they didn't play Africa. I feel like they might have trolled themselves on accident by getting so big with that cover, ironically, that now they have to, feed the monkey.
That one was almost as annoying as the Disturbed Sound of Silence.
The sound of silence. I I heard the guy from Toto, or one of the guys from Toto, talking about it, and he's like, "No, man, I hate Africa." He's like, "It's such a weird song. I don't know what we were doing." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I heard Weezer covered it. Now it's their thing. They have to deal with it now.
They
So
can
good
have
luck to
it. They
them."
can have it forever.
Yeah, and so I'm like,
Listen, I like Africa. I have
it's a good
I've
song.
I've
Yeah.
fun with that chorus. It's I understand I understand everybody's point
Right.
with that song.
The context is there for everyone, sure.
The chorus is cool. The
Yeah.
dung 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 is really catchy. The
Yeah.
little guitar part after that, it's a fun song. I choose to enjoy it. Did you do you want to guess the Green Day set list?
Oh, okay. How many songs did the Green Day play though?
They did 18.
Okay, I feel like I could. The interesting thing,
and
last thing about the Weezer set list, they knew it's all hits. Like there's nothing from Hurley or Pacific Daydream or any of that other shit.
that I would be super stoked with that set list. Like I
Yeah.
don't want to see like a couple of the songs. Like I don't need to see Perfect Situation. I don't care to see freaking Beverly Hills, and I would slot in Only in Dreams
Yeah.
and probably Across the Sea or Pink Triangle or something like, or no, I would slot in Only in Dreams and El Scorcho. And then for the cover, Enter Sandman, fine. If they have to do a cover, whatever. That's
Right.
whatever.
Yeah, I would want more Pinkerton, but my real sweet spot for Weezer is the first 3 records. So like I would rather have those more songs from those. So like I hate Pork and Beans. I think it's I know that you do you're a Red Album.
I like Pork and Beans. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like Pork and Beans.
you're a Red Album apologist for
I
for
am.
Weezer, but
I am a Red Album apologist.
I'm like, dude, if you just give me the first 3 records, you could which are all 10 songs each, you could play all of those back to back and I'd be the best concert I ever saw.
Oh, that'd be such a sick
Like,
show.
yeah.
That'd be such a sick show.
I thought about starting a Weezer cover band that was just called Blue, Pink, Green, and we only play the early Weezer stuff, like in what is it, Step Brothers? Whenever there's that band that only plays 80s Joel, and he keeps going, the guy keeps going. The guy keeps yelling other Billy Joel songs, and the guy and Horatio Sands keeps going, "Sir, we only do 80s Joel. We only do the first 3."
I don't remember that part of Step Brothers at all.
It's at the Catalina Wine Mixer.
Yeah, I was gonna. If I had to guess, I would have guessed that it was at the Catalina Wine Mixer.
Oh, plus we play Suzanne, which is from that era.
Oh yeah.
100%.
So
get out of here. So okay, let me guess the Green Day set.
Maybe a Michael and Carly.
Yeah, but that song's so sad.
That's a bummer ass song. I can tell you that.
I don't want to bring everybody down.
Here you lead. You know what I mean? Yeah. So shout out to Jacob for showing Weezer to me, and kind of showing me Green Day. I think I'd stumbled on Dookie by myself.
I remember your origin story being that you bought it on the way to like a youth mission trip.
Yeah,
or maybe just a youth trip in general.
It was either on the way to one of those. No, it was either on the way to the band trip in high school, or it was on the way. It was during a baseball tournament. I was with my friends and we went into a CD store because there were two places that I stopped by that I got like formative albums. One of them was the first Ramones out. No, not the first Ramones. Loud Fast Ramones, the Ramones' greatest hits.
Yep.
A Hard Day's Night by the Beatles and Dookie, and those freaking albums. Like, we never did that one. The definitive albums of our lives podcast.
Oh yeah,
we'll do it on the next Snark Marks episode.
Yeah. I have the first 3 CDs I ever bought were the Battle for Los Angeles.
Hell yeah.
The Rage Against the Machine record, the Godzilla soundtrack, because it had a Rage Against the Machine song on it, which is how I learned about Jaded Godzilla version. Brain Stew Godzilla version. And and In Utero, because it was cheaper used to buy In Utero than it was to buy any of the other Nirvana albums.
That's sick.
So that was like the big 3 that's
interesting because like my first Blink album was Take Off Your Pants and Jacket instead of Enema of the State. So like everybody's a huge Enema of the State fan, and I'm a Take Off Your Pants and Jacket guy. And then same thing with Sum 41. It was just Does This Look Infected instead of All Killer No Filler.
Does This Look Infected though? A fucking
dude, it's such a good album.
Hell Song is such a good song.
People try to pretend that freaking Sum 41 stinks. And it's like, no, they're not like, I understand if you don't like pop punk. Like these guys are like harder than that. Their guitar player's sick. Like they write cool, like interesting, like they're not the most profound lyrics. It's like, oh, the world sucks and I'm fucking sad. But it's
Too Deep. That fucking guitar solo we've talked about on this podcast rips, dude.
And that guy almost died doing it in the music video because they put him underwater.
But it looks so cool when he's double tapping on the guitar coming out of the water.
That is one band I'm sad I never saw live. They broke up. They just ended. But
the other big formative fork in the road, CD buying wise, was I had the new POD album had come out. It was Alive had come out. Right. And I was at the record store and I had $20 and the POD album was $16.99. And I remember I walked all through the store and I had Alive in my hands, but I was looking in the used section and I was like, oh, the Clash. I keep hearing about the Clash. So I looked and they had a Clash Greatest Hits CD for $7.99. And I was like, the Ramones. I keep hearing about the Ramones. And they had a Ramones live. It was Live and Loud, I think. It was some like a concert in Brazil that had like 30 songs on it.
Yeah, it was like 13 minutes long.
Also $7.99. And I was in a an early collecting stage of my CD collecting time, which is like I can buy one album
Yeah.
and have no money left, or I could buy two albums and have essentially the same amount of money left, but I get two albums for one. So I put POD back and I picked up the Clash and the Ramones, and that's a road not traveled situation. Who knows?
That is quite a fork in the road. We probably aren't
Yeah.
on this podcast. I mean, I was a POD listener. I had
Look,
whichever
I
their
was
albums had a
the
lowrider
fundamental.
on the front.
Oh, that's the Brown
Satellite.
album. No, the
I had
Brown
Brown out.
album.
Yeah.
The fundamental elements of Southtown, formative in my in my young teenage years. Certainly, I don't know if you know that in
Oh
the
man.
Southtown, down in the Southtown, the kids don't play.
I thought
Uh,
I was rapping to Jesus, bro. Like I
we still do. Me and my buddy will still quote. There's in the fundamental elements. There's a part where they leave a little thing in where they're checking the levels in the studio, and you could hear the drummer talking to the engineer, and the drummer's like, "Do I need to do something on the drums?" And he goes, "No, man, the drums is cool. Drums is cool." He's like,
drums is cool, man.
I'm just trying to dial in the vocals." And so me and my buddy who also plays drums, if we're like working on something or we're playing something, we'll be like, "No, man, the drums is cool. Don't worry
How
about the
about
rest of it."
so I'm looking at Satellite, the POD album. Look at this, dude. Name a better run than this. Okay? Tracks 2, 3, 4. Alive, Boom, Youth of the Nation. That's an
Yeah,
entire career
that's yeah,
in 3 consecutive songs.
that is big.
They also had a song called The Messenger, JAH.
You know what's funny is I never listened or bought Satellite after after that punk rock fork in the road happened.
Oh,
I
dude,
was I was
I wore Satellite out, dog.
I was put on a different trajectory, and I still
Oh,
have that Clash record. I'm trying to find the one that I had because it was one of those weird, obviously not endorsed by the band greatest hits, uh, but it had everything on it. Oh, the singles. That's the one I had. Hell yeah. Uh, Let me see. And this is my first introduction to the band. So this has like London Calling, I Fought the Law, Train in Vain, uh, just all the songs, White Riot, like all the songs that you would want to
yeah.
have for the Clash. This and yeah, it became something that I listened to all the time because that was also at the time where it's like, if I bought this CD, I need to listen to it X number of times to justify having paid $8 for this CD. So let me guess the Green Day set. Let's see if I can do it fast. What's You don't have to give me anything in particular. Is it a peppered sort of mix?
Okay, I'll tell you one thing. 1, 2. Let me see. 1, 2. They only played 2 from the new album.
Okay, I don't even know if I don't know the names of the songs for the new album.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
okay,
then I mean the rest of it, you're pretty much going to be able to get it, I
okay.
think.
So, American Idiot. I know
Yep.
they played.
Because
Jesus
they
of
led with it.
Suburbia.
They did play Jesus of Suburbia. They played that 16th. That's the
Wow.
latest I've ever seen them play that in a set.
Yeah. I'm gonna go out. Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
They did. Uh-huh.
Holiday.
They did. They played that second.
Okay. When I Come
Boulevard of Broken
Around.
Dreams was 4th.
Okay.
When I Come Around, yes, they played that 14th.
Time of Your Life. That's gonna close it out, I imagine.
Close it out, number 18 with that one.
Brain Stew.
9th, they played it.
Jaded.
They haven't been doing Jaded.
It goes
do Jaded when we were there.
It goes together.
I know. They didn't do it when we went either.
Okay. That's interesting. Know Your Enemy.
They did that third.
Okay.
That song fucking kills it live, by the way.
Yeah.
All these songs
She.
kill it.
Hopefully She.
They did not play She.
Oh, God damn it. Longview.
They played that sixth.
Okay.
You are halfway through.
Welcome to Paradise.
Seventh.
Okay. What's the one that I always think is Welcome to Paradise, but is called something else? Burnout.
They did not play Burnout.
Okay. I drink where I don't care no more.
Yeah, it's a great song. It's a great
Yeah.
song.
Ooh, I'm starting to.
There is. It's hard to remember what you've said so far, just because there's so many songs.
Warning.
There is. They did not do Warning. They didn't do Warning when we went either. They do have. I'm trying to think. I mean, you're missing a pretty big one from Dookie.
Okay. Yeah, it's the one that I can't remember that I always think is called something else.
Probably not, because this is a really big one. There's also
what's the name of that song?
A couple American Idiot songs.
Okay.
This is a I mean the song that made them famous.
Yes, that won our pop punk tournament that I can't remember the name.
Yeah, it's the greatest pop punk song ever made.
Yeah, Do you have the time? What's that song?
It's that one. It is that one. It's hard when it's your turn, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's hard to like remember. They don't say the name of the song in the song.
They really should. I really like it.
It's a pain in the ass when they don't.
You
got it right. I mean, I'll give it to you if you want me to.
Yeah, but I can't remember the name of it. That feels like cheating.
It's a half a cheat for sure.
Okay.
It's a half a cheat.
Two More American Idiots. Wake Me Up When September Ends.
Nailed it.
We Are the Waiting?
No.
Same
the one that goes at the one. There you
go. Okay.
Coming down across the alleyway.
Right. Like, is there like
go ahead.
Is there like Insomniac Nimrod stuff that they played? If they didn't play,
yeah.
Okay.
There's a Nimrod song. I can't remember what album this song's on. Hold on, let me look it up. They play it every show.
What is the name of that fucking song?
I can't believe you're forgetting.
I know. And I've been playing it on drums forever, and I cannot remember what the name of the song is.
There is a Nimrod song.
Okay. Big song, little song.
I don't know. I don't know that it was a big song, but it might be. I don't know what songs were big on Nimrod, but this is the song that they play live from Nimrod.
Was it Nice Guys Finish Last?
No, I don't think that is that on Nimrod. I don't think that's on Nimrod.
But all right, for the sake of time,
brevity.
You let me.
Nice Guys Finish Last is on Nimrod, by the way.
Okay.
Basket Case.
God damn it, dude!
Is the name of that song?
Could not remember. I was like, it's in the insane asylum.
Oh, how about this one? There's a song that I think you hate.
Is it 21 Gun?
21 Guns, yeah. 21 Guns.
Which
I fucking really like.
It's Transformers' fault. It's not their fault. It's like 21 Guns.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
And it just the way that it weaves into one of their better albums. You know what I mean? The Nimrod song. Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Hitching a Ride.
I was gonna guess Hitching a Ride. Damn.
Yeah. And Minority. You missed Minority.
Oh no, I said Minority.
I believe you, but I don't remember you saying Minority.
At least that's what I was thinking.
You might have meant to say Minority, or you did, and I don't remember. So either way, I'll give you that.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then the two off the new album are One Eyed Bastard and Bobby Socks.
I could have guessed Bobby Socks, but I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
thought you
the
might get Bobby Socks.
yeah, I don't know the names of anything off the new record.
It's a good song. It's a good show. It's just a
Hmm.
good, just a straight up good set. 18 songs, and then Gaga brought the house down. So
Yeah, and that's I mean, when you go to Coachella, like Gaga at Coachella is like the perfect mixture of things that you want, you know.
it was the whole thing was like a Super Bowl halftime show. It was like an
Yeah.
hour long Super Bowl halftime show, or however long she played. Probably longer than that.
Well, and I didn't know, that's my own ignorance, that she had put out a new record.
Yeah,
But like she's got nothing but hits, man. She could burn the place to the ground. uh just doing hits.
and
Like
she's a show woman. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I will never at this point go to Coachella, I don't think. But I'm glad that she was there to make it happen. So all
Yeah,
right.
I mean, if my girlfriend gets tickets or something, I'll go. But
Yeah, I don't want
it's
to sleep
just
on the ground. Plus, what's my CPAP situation in the desert? You know what I mean? Got to
they don't
start
have a
thinking.
CPAP TP.
Yeah, I got to think about that. You know. Uh, all right. You want to do trivia, and
Yep.
we'll bid
Sign off
a
on the Snark Marks.
yeah, we'll bid a fond farewell.
We're still doing a couple of the bits though. We're still getting each other gifts.
Yeah, I think we should still do gifts. I think we should still
We're still gonna be
attempt.
us, guys.
Yeah, we should still attempt to get nine on the board. You know, we should.
There are 9. There's 9 on the board, fuckers. We got MLB on this one. You're gonna have to carry us on NBA and NFL probably.
All right.
This is Barstool Sports Daily Fantasy. 9 questions. First 3 are sports. The rest are about general American culture. Starting with NFL. While he spent 2 seasons with the Ravens to end his career, Cordell Stewart made his final NFL start with this NFC team in 2003.
Oh man, there's a time where I thought Cordell Stewart was like the best football player in the world.
I remember that he's a person who exists.
He was really good on football video games at the time. He's kind of a cheat code because he was the fastest quarterback that you could run with at that
Before
point.
Vic came in and broke the whole shit.
Yeah, before they had to nerf Mike Vick for ruining Madden.
He's gonna kill football video games forever.
Yeah, I for some reason I want to say the Bears. The Bears feels right to me.
No Bears.
Oh, hell yeah!
Nine's on the table.
9 still on the table.
NBA. Before the Miami Heat went to the 2022 NBA Finals as an 8 seed, they lost the 7 seed play-in game. What? Who's against this Eastern Conference team?
I'm assuming they lost the ability to be the 7th seed.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Me neither, dude. Are the Pelicans? I hate this question. I hate it. Who's supposed to know play-in game stuff?
Yeah.
It's probably not the Celtics because the Celtics have been good, right?
Right.
The 76ers have been pretty good, but have they been probably not? They've probably been better than 7 seed.
The Grizzlies are weirdly in the Western Conference. I learned the other day from one of these questions.
Oh, so sick! That's so sick, dude. Pistons.
Pistons is as good a question or good as answer as any. It's going to be 1 of 16.
Oh,
nope,
was wrong. Fuck.
Wrong.
Fuck. I hate NBA, bro. Why can't they give us like an NFL question that you know, and then golf and baseball? You know?
Yeah.
MLB. After a top 5 MVP finish in 2009, this Angel slugger was out for over a year after fracturing his leg jumping. Oh, this is Kendrys Morales. He was out for over a year after fracturing his leg jumping on home plate during a walk-off grand slam celebration in the 2010 game. This is Kendrys
Now look,
Morales.
That's terrible, but
Yes.
That's also very funny.
Yes. The video is awful because you don't really see his leg break because the whole team is like ready to jump on him like this, but he jumps to land on home plate and one of his teammates goes and like checks him. Like celebrating, and he falls backwards and breaks his leg, and he's never the same again. Like he never played the same again.
That's a huge bummer.
Yeah. Geography.
All right.
Standing at 630 feet, the Gateway Arch is a famous monument located in this U.S. state, Missouri.
Yes, that is the St. Louis Arch. which I know because WCW Magazine interviewed Kevin Nash, and I always remember one of their questions was, what sites do you like to go see sites when you go to cities? And he was like, I mean, I've been to St. Louis a million times. How many times can you see the Arch? And that for some reason always just stuck in my head.
That's funny. I like Kevin Nash from Kevin
Yeah.
Nash mark. That is Seth Meyers and Lisa Kudrow for the mashup.
Oh man, that looks kind of like Martin Short
I know
if you squint.
it does.
Yeah, the combination of those faces, is
Nailed it.
ungodly. Nailed it.
Eight's
Look
on
at
the
you.
table.
Yep.
Snacks and candy packaged in pouches. This Hershey's product has a similar look to M&Ms, but lacks a hard shell and are thinner and wider.
I think you're going to be okay here. They have a thin candy shell. I think your brain has a thick candy shell. A Tommy Boy reference for everybody out there. Okay, so they're like M&Ms,
It's
but they're
got a
not
similar
M&Ms.
look to M&Ms, but lacks a hard shell, and they are thinner and wider.
Wasn't that
What
just
are we
loose?
talking about?
Isn't that just loose chocolate if they don't have a shell?
They're just chocolate, and
Yeah.
they're both thinner and wider.
Okay, so we got, yeah, those seem like conflicting ideas.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Is it snow caps?
Don't snow caps have like a frosting on them?
I don't know. I
Is it like
assume so. I
dots?
guess dots might be a good guess.
This question sucks. This
Yeah,
question 100% sucks.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to this.
I don't think it's dots.
Also, snow caps, the least popular candy in the history of Movie Gallery, where I used to work. There are probably still snow caps in that building that were never sold.
What about what is the other one? What is the other chocolate? Not Whoppers. The other candy, the other chocolate things that you can get in a
Like
Milk Duds. What about
Milk
Milk
Duds.
Duds?
Oh, Milk Duds is a good guess. Yeah, I don't know
No,
the
we
answer to
can't.
this.
It's not even giving me the option for Milk Duds.
Isn't that the worst when it doesn't even have the option of the thing you're thinking about?
It's like
dude,
hat,
I'm
fucking moron.
I'm so far away from the right answer that I can't even get it. Yeah, dots is a good guess. I guess
It won't even let me do dots. Let me try snow caps. Snowballs, but no, I know what snowballs are.
Yeah, those are. Hey,
Oh, your cat is
what the fuck are you
disassembling
doing,
your house.
dude? Yeah, my cat's got the
Um,
zoomies in a very confined space.
I'm gonna
Cool.
try kisses.
Yeah. Oh, kisses might be it.
I don't think it is. No, it's not. But it's just
All right.
fucking.
Yeah.
I hate
At
that
least they'll let
question.
you give you an answer.
A spin-off of Hercules: The Legendary Journeys, Lucy Lawless had a lead role in this cult favorite fantasy series from 1995 to 2001.
This is Xena Warrior Princess, bro.
I actually might have gotten a chance. I actually might have gotten that one.
You had an outside shot.
Movies. I've never seen an episode. I just used to see all the.
My mom used to really like Xena Warrior Princess, but she also liked her Legend of Hercules with noted cool guys Kevin Sorbo.
Hell yeah, Kevin Sorbo.
Yeah.
Matt Damon plays a man who takes on a procedure that shrinks him down to 5 inches tall in this 2017 sci-fi dramedy.
Very disappointed with this movie. It's called Downsizing. The premise seemed funny to me, and then I went and saw it, and it was like not as good as I'd hoped.
Little Damon. What 2010 Jason Derulo song features the lyrics, "I'm feeling like a star, you can't stop my shine" in the chorus?
Look, dude, you're the resident Derulo expert on this pod.
I just found out his name's Jason and not Jason. So
Jason Derulo.
I'm feeling like a star, you can't stop my shine. Time after time. All this time is what it's called. No. You've answered 3 questions incorrectly. We'll double dip and we'll try the you try one. Eastern Conference team.
Okay.
Nets.
I thought the Pistons also the
Magic.
All right, let's go with the Magic. Little
Magic.
Florida on Florida action. Wrong.
Wrong.
Couldn't be more wrong.
92% of people got that geography question right, which was the Missouri one. Yeah, it was kind of
Yeah.
easy. Snacks and candy. How many people got that snacks and candy? Drops. Fuck. I was so close.
You were circling it.
Man, I went with kisses. Hawks was the NBA.
Oh, the Atlanta Hawks. Okay.
And the Jason Derulo song is Riding Solo. 16% of people got drops. 16% of people got the MLB.
I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Only 17 got the NFL. Look at you, Cordell.
Yeah. I mean, when I'm in my wheelhouse, things go pretty great.
Wheelhouse.
Yeah. All right, everyone. We thank you so much for listening to it. What is this? 200? Did we make it to 200?
Oh shit! We didn't even mention that. This is the 200th episode.
Yeah, and we've decided
of the Snark Marks,
like an English limited edition series on the BBC. We're cutting it off while it's still good,
An hour and 25 minutes in, we mentioned that this is the 200th episode of this podcast.
I mean, that's very coded for us. It's not a huge problem,
There's nothing that is more appropriate than that.
Yes.
It's a perfect way to end it off. Dusty, I've had a blast doing this version of the podcast with you.
I've also greatly enjoyed it. Thank you to everybody that's hung with us through all the iterations. The things will stay up if you're the kind of person who wants to go back and hear our hot takes on various things.
Yeah, don't worry, Jeff Coomer. You could still go back and listen to those.
We're still rocking. Please, if you're interested at all, come and check us out on the new channel, on the new feed. Yes, it is very wrestling centric, but like Andrew said, we're still the same people that we are, and we're going to bring some of the stuff over that we did here. It's just going to have more formatting. So if you thought, hey, this show's too wild, imagine us with
you know what these guys need is a niche.
Yeah, they need some structure. Like a kid with ADHD, we need structure, and so we're doing that. But go ahead, give that a listen. We appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. All new socials and all that will be coming up. So thank you. It's been fun. I had a good time.
Yeah, Wrestling Over Everything is too long to get a Twitter handle, and it's driving me nuts figuring out what our Twitter handle is going to be. But we'll figure it out. If you stuck with us this long, thank you so much. If you're leaving. Sorry, we're reformatting, but we love you. And I'm sure we'll do more non-wrestling stuff at some point, but we need a niche. We're getting a niche. We're watching some freaking wrestling. Get into wrestling, you bitch.
It's a great American pastime. This is the Snark Marks podcast, antagonistically signing off again right in our wheelhouse.
That's the 200th episode, you fucking